Chili, my Philly. Oh, did you see young Philly?
What happened?
They were grilling young Philly, man.
Because of the people he's having sex with.
Grilling them.
The people he smashed.
Were you shocked by that?
By what?
By him
He said it, though.
smashing Babylonian women?
What's a Babylonian?
Are you shocked?
Wait, what does Babylonian mean?
How do I say this? No, you guys want to get me angry. You guys going to get me.
What it meant?
From you said Babylonian.
What does that mean?
I'm saying
On a
Caucasian women.
Okay.
The woman from the mountain of Caucasus.
Babylon. You know about it.
From the mountain of Caucasus.
So yeah, apparently he's been like
He's been busy.
we've seen him on Truth Doesn't Shoe Fit, and
It did
he's like,
say this year's all about smashing friends.
he's clotting.
It did say that. He did say that.
Nah, he doesn't have standards, does he? Not? He doesn't have.
I'm sorry.
I saw the girl.
I just remember one of them. What's one of them look like? I
He
was
said
like,
that she looked like a dinner kitchen. The one that
Kitchen
feeds you.
lady.
Yeah.
no,
Jesus.
fam.
That's a bit mean now, isn't it?
No.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Should we be laughing?
I wasn't laughing.
I like to
You
laugh
were
at
laughing,
fun.
though? Babylonian.
I wasn't laughing. Nah, because I just believe it's good for him.
Oh, do you think you don't like him though?
No, I love him, but
Yeah.
you are a public figure. And
Yeah.
you're going for anyone in the world.
It's true.
I don't,
Everyone in the world.
no, but like, why did he anticipate?
Like,
He didn't anticipate this
yeah, he
happening.
should have been sharper. innit?
But he had like some mental issues as well.
No, he
No,
was like, struggling with
Yeah,
anxiety.
he came out and said it was
Oh,
like
yes, he did.
it did. So
But does that go hand in hand?
I'm really
it
trying
might,
to
it might,
understand.
his peripheral vision might be.
Go away, man.
No, I'm really trying to understand how anxiety will affect.
He don't.
Anxiety,
He just giving him an excuse.
No, young Philly, I'm trying to save you. I like you.
Nah, I really like it.
I don't. He's a cool guy, but I don't
It's all
think
about
anxiety.
clout.
I don't think his issue is
And
anxiety.
people were saying like on that show as well, will be saying the girls there are a bit.
Yeah.
And they look at well, they are beautiful women in their own right.
Yeah, absolutely.
To someone,
young
Absolutely,
Philly.
they're beautiful women.
clearly.
Do you think they're beautiful?
Me, I think all women are beautiful. You're not gonna get me. I'll tell you that for free.
Let me just tell you from the get go, I'm out for you today. I'm out for you today.
I might get rushed today.
Yeah.
No, you see, but that's the thing with David, yeah. Like, he's just an op.
Yeah.
Anyone can
I'm
get
not
it.
up.
Man,
I'm
did
just
you get it?
I'm just very balanced.
Sorry,
What are you talking about? Oh, look at you, pendulum.
No, I'm extremely balanced. Like, this is off. I just put it loud. I can't hear myself. Okay, got me. I'm back.
I thought
I'm
you were
back.
balanced.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm very balanced. Do you understand? So I see everything from two sides.
Nope. How can you see everything from two sides?
Two sides of a situation.
Don't
Every
you have-
situation has
I
only two
don't
sides.
take any information as gospel. I always kind of like
I
look
don't
at the other
think every
side.
situation has two sides, though.
What do you mean?
This just got deep.
I'm not gonna do this.
No, I'm not.
just
I
feel like
might be wrong.
There's certain things you can't be on two sides about. There's right and wrong. Do you know what I mean? But like,
Yeah, I hear it. I know there's right and wrong, but even in the wrong, let's say, yeah, I think I'm not saying there's a right to it, but I'm saying there's
There's an understanding.
an understanding I have.
I need an actual situation.
Okay, someone that robs a bank, right? We all know it's wrong.
But the reason
But
why
I look at, okay, yeah, we know this is bad, but no one's arguing about that. But I'm looking at everything else that led up to him robbing the bank. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Okay, I see what you mean in that sense.
Yeah.
But
So
then
I don't just shoot the person down and say he's a bad person. He's a bad person. Yeah, he did a bad thing, but I like to look at everything else.
still, is there a reason to rob about? Like, say, I think it was just a few weeks ago, someone killed someone because they're having a bad day.
See, his
That's
mental
not
health-
funny. That's not even funny.
Yeah, I'm not trying
No,
to.
as in,
No, I know,
bad
bro.
day.
No, like my initial response was laughter because it sounds so ridiculous.
So-
but then I remember the situation. It's
My
actually
question to you
crazy.
now: Can you see? Can you understand why I did that? Because I was having a bad day.
No, see,
We
I'm
all
not,
have bad days.
yeah, but understanding doesn't mean condone. Do you understand? It doesn't mean condone. I can understand someone growing up a certain way, being thought something. being, like I can understand a
exposed to
suicide
a certain
bomber.
mindset.
You're conditioned this way. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But doesn't mean I side with it. Do you get what I'm saying? I think it's a horrible act.
Oh,
Okay?
definitely.
Yeah. So condoning doesn't understanding doesn't mean condoning.
But you had a bad day.
Yeah, that was for me.
It's
It's,
mad.
it's a terrible excuse. It's a terrible excuse.
No, and the worst part is, yeah, it's the police officer that gave him that excuse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he didn't say it himself. He just like I watched the video of it. The police officer goes, he was just going through a tough time. He had a bad day.
Tough
I was just
time
like,
never lasts.
Make sense at all.
Doesn't make sense at all.
I was like, wait, so you're excusing his behavior by saying, oh, he had a bad day. I'm like,
That's crazy.
Had a bad day.
he went into shops and just killed people because of
Someone, there was the Asian people that
Was-
killed.
there
Yeah?
were- there were a lot
Someone
of
was
Asians.
saying that he just went into a shop, that he wasn't targeted at Asians. It was like, yo, it said Asian like salon or
That
something.
makes sense why the police officer said to him to give that excuse.
Yeah.
What color was the police officer?
white, of course. There's no argument there.
Is that what?
Like,
he didn't know.
I just had to clarify. I knew.
And you do want to assume.
Doesn't not assume.
You know, I'm not assume. It's not like everything has been
Bad
point to
day,
it.
So he,
It's crazy.
What are you saying? How are you?
me, I'm just like,
Well,
What?
I don't know how to answer that question.
No,
So it
how
actually
you been
is-
with that
is
question?
How am I like?
Yeah. How's it been? Pandemic and
Oh, it's been long. Yeah. It's just been long. I can't wait to be out of this, to be honest.
yeah, real quick. How'd you get in the country?
My guy goes, but you're not in Ireland though.
Where am I?
no, we went.
Oh, we went to London.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're in London at the moment. The secret location.
UK, stand up.
No, man. You see that man have got like so many people vaccinated, and I think we're still like.
Ireland is archaic. This place is.
For real,
We're
though.
dealing with things so stupidly.
Apparently, what are these people called? The politicians. They meet in the convention center every like I think 2
Where we got graduated? Where we graduated?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just putting it out there that we graduated.
Graduated.
Come on, yeah.
Is that right?
That's why I went to go get my
Where we
COVID
got
test.
graduated.
Okay. No, where we graduated. That's what I meant to say.
Don't be ping your phone there.
Bing.
Yeah, basically they're in the convention center meeting up.
But that's the one in town, isn't it?
yeah,
Okay,
there's
yeah, yeah.
big guys outside. Like who want to do something to the Irish government?
Oh, you never know.
Oh, you never know. You never know.
You never know.
Irish government.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. These anti-lockdown
They
protesters.
really hate.
They really hate the government.
Okay. I was thinking about like
Logical
Oh,
people.
no, there's no sense.
People that have brain.
no like let
People that have sense.
me not say what I was thinking. Let me not say what I was thinking.
People that have sense. Yeah,
Not a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
them people.
They're
around.
not. They're not
But yeah,
sensible.
the vaccine is going to be rolled out. I think a few months or something like that. A few months, yeah.
Yeah, listen. You see this summer, yeah. Just write it off. Don't wait till summer to break your own heart. Just write it off right now.
No, not a chance. I'm going
I'm
out.
out here this summer.
I'm out here.
I'm out
Facts.
here this summer.
Is it hot girl summer for you?
Oh no, I'm retired.
How was your hot girl summer since you retired? You seem to have retired really early.
Because I remember you went into Christian girl winter really quickly.
Straight away.
Just straight away.
So hot girl summer is not for you.
Yeah. No, it just
What is hot girl summer? What is it?
Listen.
Because
the-
there's
no,
different
listen,
meanings.
the answer is
okay.
What's the answer?
The last one allegedly that
Allegedly.
I took part in was 2019. Right?
Okay.
2019, yeah, just out here a bit, you know. It's just
Oh my
it's
days.
all about just having fun.
Fam, I was talking to some girl 2 days ago, and then we was just like recording some scenes, right? And then she was like, we asked her what her occupation is, and she goes, I knew she was gonna say it. Well, guess what she said?
Yeah.
I asked her occupation.
Something along the lines of being beautiful.
No, she's a bad bitch. That's on
Oh, I hear
period.
it. That's on period poop.
Yeah.
Word?
I said, why do girls identify as bad bitch period poop?
No, that's
Why
actually
not? But you look at the question. Was she a bad bitch?
I can't answer. Wait, I can't
Allegedly. Allegedly, I'm
No, okay. What would other people say she was?
a good bitch.
No, we cannot call people bitch. No, I can't answer. Allegedly? Other people?
allegedly.
They might say that.
Okay,
Yeah.
they might say that.
Then, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, shh. I mean, and
So like, what's the going rate? Is it like what? How much do you
babes
get paid a month?
Not in this island now.
I'll shock you.
Oh,
It will shock you.
oh, it depends on your target audience.
Oh, that's actually true, you know.
Yeah, I'm like, if you don't mind being fetishized, you're getting paid.
Don't let me talk today. But in America,
Would,
It's
you-
different,
Would
yeah.
you sell your feet?
Pictures.
allegedly. I actually don't see the problem with that.
Yeah, it's so
It's
right,
your
isn't it?
feet.
No way.
I wear them out during the summer.
No, but okay. I don't see it.
Would-
I
would
don't
you
know.
have a- would you have a problem with your
if my
girl selling
babes were
her
doing it, I have a problem.
Really? Why?
I've heard that before.
Nah.
No. Let me say, I don't.
If it goes into our joint holiday fund,
Fam.
That's what.
And the money is
Honestly, feet, bro.
Wait,
Feet.
hear me. It's not so much. I don't equate it to the other stuff. To get what I'm trying to say.
yeah, but you're
it's not the same.
facilitating though.
What do you mean?
You say you don't want to equate it to that,
I don't equate it.
but it is that.
That's what I meant to say.
And,
That's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
Are you okay with your girl facilitating someone's sexual desires?
That's what I'm trying to say. That's my
It's
issue.
feet, bro. What do you mean it's feet?
No,
But you know, a guy's beating his meat
I
to
don't
that.
care, bro. It's
Saying
feet.
there's sickles everywhere. Like
Bro,
they
it's
can
feet.
open
I
your
know,
Instagram.
but I-
No,
Yeah, but you know it's different from to selling, right? It's selling your feet online is very different from someone just clicking your Instagram. It's very different. And that's what I'm saying.
Because I think it's intent.
What do you
The
intent,
difference
yeah.
is intent.
Yeah, because I don't think it's the same as showing pictures of your breast or your bum or your willy. Yeah, I don't think it's the same.
Really?
I know some guys sell willies. I know some guys that sell willies.
That's how we lose.
Yeah.
so,
Guys have willies. Yeah, I suppose every guy has a willy.
Say that.
Yeah.
I don't use that word to describe myself. I won't lie to
Yeah.
you.
Or say a willy.
I don't use that, bro.
No.
Willie. I said Tayo.
Your VJ calls it a prick.
No, bro. No, one of my boys calls it brocos.
I mean that as well because
But anyway, we're not talking about. I'm not talking about Toye. What I'm saying is, yeah, I don't equate feet to nudity in a sense. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just think it's the same concept of selling something to get somebody else off.
I hear you, bro, but it's not as bad. So
It's not as bad, but it's still bad.
It's feet, bro. Sell that.
I mean, teach
If-
them.
if it's-
But you asked
if
me if
it's-
I would. I mean, allegedly. No, but like if I was down bad. I
don't even think you need to be down bad.
I
I
don't
just-
see the problem with it. So I'm not,
sometimes how feet turns to
Thigh.
ankle, then leg. What's this thing? Femur or something, and then now to
guy goes
knee,
bone.
and then tie.
are you shaming sex workers?
Okay, so now you're coming for me.
Do you know what the mad thing is? Not even on that. You were saying something.
Let's deviate quickly.
No. It's not even deviate. It's just how sick people are. To be honest, like not the sex workers. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the men who pay these things for these things. I just like someone getting off because of someone's knees is really beyond me. But there's people like that.
No, people are weird. I was watching a Vice documentary of this small company, I think in America, and they make life-sized sex dolls.
Yeah.
According to weird specifications of people. Like, and I mean these sex dolls going for $5,000 a pop.
Man, I don't like the word pop.
See these
Five
sex
kind of
dolls
pop.
now.
I don't like it.
Is it like
Like
squishy?
yeah, made out of like
robotic.
human
It look-
silicone, like
it feels
not human,
like- it
but
feels
silicone.
human. It feels like flesh.
Fam, someone was saying that they want a body of like a particular alien thing.
Yeah.
And the head
That's
of it.
demonic, bro.
There's a lot of people like that.
Yeah, bro,
Yeah.
people are weird out here. People are weird.
Like, do you hear about that guy that bought the girl's virginity?
Yeah, girls do that.
They
Girls
be
sell
doing
that.
that.
Yeah. That's a thing.
That's a thing now,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a thing.
That's good, no?
It's been a thing. That I heard about that.
No,
Like,
is it not good, no?
Elaborate?
I heard,
Elaborate on that.
but that's like one-time prostitution.
Or buying and selling.
No, like selling your virginity.
That's
Yeah.
good.
If you want to sell your virginity, why not?
Oh no, yeah, sure.
But it's yours. It's yours to sell.
Yeah.
From this, this was like in like 2016.
No, wait, am I mad?
I see where you're going with this.
It's not a good thing. Wow. How's
Well,
selling
it's
your
their
virginity?
body. If they want to do that, they can do that.
No.
You, yeah. I don't care if it's your body or not. How can you sell your virginity?
People give it to the fella down the road for free.
Yeah, no, that's it.
What's the
So,
problem
so
with
why
that?
not make money from it?
And then the guy will never talk to her again.
I know,
And he
but
hates your
isn't
guts.
it?
And there's some guys that they look for that.
I know.
Like,
That's so
don't,
weird, isn't it?
Don't you hear of these guys? They smash, and
they're looking for a
and then they're
virgin.
looking for a virgin.
Yeah.
It's pure, priceless.
Nah, I hear it. I was even having a conversation yesterday, right?
Hold on.
Go
In
ahead.
today's economy, a woman's virginity is worth at least $10,000
Relax, man.
if she's reasonably attractive and under
It's
25.
reasonable. At
Under 25.
And under 25.
So there's a market for this.
Oh yeah. 10K, 10 bags.
Nah,
is that too much or is
that's
it
too
too small?
small. Well, I think
No,
the girl,
but the minimum.
Yeah, I think the girl was like she was like $1 million or something.
But how did they know?
What do you mean?
How would they know?
How much is
If the
it?
girl's a virgin?
Yeah.
Exactly. You know?
No.
Hold on. A Peruvian model was offered a top bid of 1.3 million. She turned it
That's the
down.
one.
And then another 20-year-old Italian model received an offer of nearly $1.5 million. But she also allegedly retracted the auction.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
see that 1% of the world, man. They're weird. They're weird people, man.
'Cause they can
1%.
be.
How can you be like the rich?
Oh, okay,
rich
okay.
people? Like, how can you?
Apparently, we're all part of the 1% of the world, you know.
What do you mean?
So the 1% of the world, it varies in different countries.
I don't know which 1% it
I
is.
swear, because my
No,
my
you
bank
are-
account is not.
well, maybe
You don't want to be like rich, not even
no.
rich, wealthy.
in the Western world.
so we're part of 1%
In the
Western
world.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we are. I was
Majority of the world is in population, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So in Ireland, or if we're in America, we're not part of the 1%. But if you equate the world's population and our earnings, we're 1% of the world. We're part of the rich people in the world. Yeah. I was reading it like this like 2 weeks ago. I was like, what the hell? Like what? But it's just perspective, because obviously we're in this
there, but
country.
we're not there.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck.
Hold on, would you
We're
mind?
living okay.
Hold on, would you mind if your daughter wanted to sell her virginity?
Yeah, definitely.
Why would you mind?
Would you mind?
Don't say, okay. Let's scrap this. Wait, scrap this trying to be good for camera. You're not selling virginity. What's that? You're not selling
No,
yourself.
because you are so for the idea.
Yeah, you was,
No,
you
that's
was.
for
Don't mind
someone
him.
else. Someone else. You do you, boo. You do you, boo. Not in my
For
house.
my child, under my
sell
roof.
yourself.
You want to try?
No, but hold on, but she sells it and she comes to you and goes, Dad, here's
Nah, you're not selling
250K.
yourself. You're not selling. I don't care.
No, she goes, here's after she's 18,
Here's
she
how
can do what
much.
she wants.
Wouldn't you not think of the like how? Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah. Say you accept the how much you give you? 50K,
250 bags.
250 bags. Imagine you accept it now.
She Dad, I give you a quarter.
Let me tell you, that won't phase me when I have my daughter. That kind of money won't phase me.
Amen.
Amen.
Jesus.
Amen.
In the name of Jesus. But right now, I'm thinking about this.
Would you allow any of your kids?
To sell it?
Yeah.
How do this thing? But
Because
people forget that kids are different, are people themselves. What do you mean allow? When? Let me ask that one.
Go ahead,
What
go
do
ahead.
people tell their parents when they lose their virginity in general?
some people do. I know some people that have told their parents.
In
Not when, but they told them after a while. The mom had it.
Some people don't tell. So I don't know what this allow. They do.
But like,
do.
you see-
What when we say allow is like if your daughter or your
asked
son
me.
came.
Let's
said,
just say
"Can
you
I-"
had a relationship where your daughter would come to you and say that I want to lose my virginity, but I'm thinking might as well make money.
And bear in
from it.
mind at that time it might be a thing. Like it might be a common thing.
Actually,
How
it might
old
be
are
18.
they?
18.
No. But that's just because no.
Yeah. I'm
'Cause I don't want my kids to be doing that.
same. I'm on that same.
I don't even want them to be out here. Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
forget selling in the first place. That one, I just don't want them to be bumming. That's all.
But I think desperate times calls for
the
desperate measures.
measures.
Yeah, imagine it's desperate times. Huh? You're off.
Man, in
So I won't
Jesus.
find the time that desperate.
Amen. Amen.
Like, come on.
That's
I don't know.
Go in future. We are desperate. We
I
are
won't
doing
find the time
something
that
wrong.
desperate.
Something wrong, yeah. Yo, I was having a conversation yesterday, right? I was asking, I wrote the question down, right? So, does multiple partners, who does it affect the most, right? So, I was saying, I don't feel like multiple partners have affected me the most.
What do you mean? Like, okay, explain. Read out the question.
No, so who does multiple partners affect the most?
In what context? In a
Men or women?
relationship?
In relationships, yeah. So if I had like 6 girlfriends from the time I was 13
Okay.
till now,
Yeah.
right? I don't know how, and I'm probably ignorant here. I don't know how it's affected me. Maybe it's something I've not seen myself.
What do you mean you don't know how it's affected you?
In terms of,
Were you once a bad boyfriend to any one of the 6 you had been with?
I've not been with 6.
I'm just saying,
haven't been with
hypothetically speaking.
Personally, I haven't
Okay.
been with 6.
Oh
Just
my
claim that
God.
I have not been.
The guy was thinking.
Demi, I
Have
haven't
you-
been with
have-
6. I haven't.
Have you been?
Wait, what? Wait, he hasn't been with 6 what? Girlfriends?
6 girls?
What do you mean by that?
No, I haven't been with 6.
How many have you
Wait,
been with?
girlfriends?
No, I've not been with 6
Bro,
girlfriends.
David, do you want to lie on here? Is that what
I
we're
haven't
trying
been
to
with
do?
he
6
hasn't
girlfriends. Not girlfriends.
Okay, fine. Fine. Have you been a bad boyfriend in the past?
Why did you laugh?
It's a yes or no.
Yeah, well, I don't know why she laughed, but yeah.
Okay, so you've been a bad boyfriend. Would you consider yourself a good boyfriend now?
Better.
Okay, then how do you know if you're a good boyfriend if you couldn't measure it off something that you were bad before in?
Yeah, you can.
Then you've learned.
Yeah, I've learned. No, I'm saying the effect that like.
But that's an effect in
yeah, no, I'm
itself.
saying I wasn't. Okay, that's one effect. Yeah, that's like a. There's a general effect where we learn from our mistakes and stuff like that.
Okay,
Yeah?
okay.
But I'm talking about those people who end up being very like clingy to the partner, like very abnormal type of traits in
Oh yeah,
relationships.
then you haven't had a bad relationship.
Does it come from all bad relationships? Could
Yes.
it be just? Could it?
It tends to.
Yeah,
But think about it. Okay, if you had a girl that was overly clingy,
yeah,
you would avoid clingy girls going forward.
yeah.
That's an effect.
Yeah.
It was like I've dealt with this. So I was like, I don't want any part of it, and then applied whatever situation you want to that. Do you get me?
Yeah. Okay, so you don't think it matters on? Because I was saying, because the conversation was kind of going on to like the girl that I was speaking about had like a good few boyfriends, like maybe 4 or 5, yeah, and then like now an absolute wreck. And I don't know if it's because of the relationships, but
Okay.
in that area of relationships,
Okay.
absolute wreck in terms of like she can't trust any man. Or, just this whole long story of things that happened in all her.
So
her previous
going like she
relationships.
almost doesn't want a relationship going
Yeah,
forward.
yeah.
because of her experience. Okay, I
And
get
has a
that.
terrible view of relationships, and I was thinking, was that because? And it could well, you might have already answered me. It might have been because those are bad relationships.
Yeah.
And I was saying like I've been in a couple relationships and it didn't make me
I was
feel
like,
like
yeah, are you saying it does it affect girls and boys differently?
differently. Yeah, that was where I was trying to go. Like, does it affect men and women differently, or do you think it's just like if it was bad? Because if I was in a bad relationship, if I was in like 5, I don't know, maybe because I know a guy as well. Is what I'm saying. I know a guy as well who the girl she did him dirty.
Yeah.
Bad. Like I mean, dirty. And now, like, what had happened was, say his girl bought like a piece of jewelry, right? And she knows that some guy that used to like her has that piece of jewelry. He'll go on his page, look for the piece of jewelry that
That guy
the guy has, and see that his girl and
That guy have the same
same
jewelry.
jewelry, and he will go mental.
Yeah, he's just crazy though. He's on.
No, but that came from. He wasn't like that all the time. That came from.
Yeah, but that's still unstable because should I tell you the
I agree that's
alternative?
unstable. Yeah,
Should I tell you the alternative? Where did you buy it?
he found all those things out, but he still thought. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
guy needs healing.
unstable.
I think
I agree.
I think on your question, I don't think the amount of partners or your gender matters. I think the type of person you are and the experience.
Yeah, exactly.
For example, you have one person that goes through a really toxic experience, and from that they just take that this is what I don't want in a relationship going forward. Other people that can go through that exact same experience and then have trust issues or just do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or bring problematic.
Jesus,
That's why I
problematic.
don't talk outside. Problematic behaviors into their new relationship.
Yeah.
But I don't think gender matters because I just don't think it does.
I think outwardly it probably appears that it affects girls more because they're more emotional. They show a lot more emotion.
Yeah.
I think it appears that way. I don't think because there's a lot of fellas that are just unstable
Yeah,
just because of past experiences.
Yeah.
How many guys do you know they're like, you can't trust girls. You can't trust
And
girls.
it's always because of a girl that booked the hair when they were 15.
15, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the
All
the
the
girl was
time.
mentioning. Yeah, that's what was said. But I was saying like I feel like, and this is again I said it's probably my ignorance as well. Like I felt like if a man goes through something like someone like me, if I went through something like that, it's something I'll just like that was that. Move on to this thing, and it probably goes back to just the type of person you are.
And you feel like you don't carry anything with you.
Nah, bruv. I like to treat everybody. I give everyone a clean slate.
But I guess
you
what-
have
what-
the chance
but-
to mess it up. I won't be that type of person like looking for you to mess up. Do you know what I mean? I'm the type of person that I give you the benefit of the doubt. Why did you do your eyes like that?
Oh,
You thought of something. What do you think of?
I've been doing that a bit.
Doing what?
You're just waiting. You're just waiting.
I've been like, it's almost like self-sabotage, but not really.
Yeah.
Like, just in my head, I'm like,
You're probably going to do
I'm
something.
like, nah, I don't really believe you.
Yeah.
I'll wait till I see it, kind of thing.
Would you bring that into relationships?
I would hope not.
Have
I
you
don't
brought it
think-
into a relationship before? Or does that happen in friendships?
Friendships.
Yeah. Because I get that with friendships though as well.
I'm very like with people, with new people anyway.
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, I'm so like, I'm just like, what are you doing here? Did you get-
Something.
yeah, I'm like, bro, what are you doing here? I'm like, what's up? You alright? Yeah, I was like, okay. You alright? Yeah, okay. I see.
Do you think that's a good thing, guys?
Like I feel like
It
sometimes,
comes with its pros and cons, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
like it's good.
Like I
one-
won't
in
judge
one
you.
way.
Sorry, I won't judge you based off of it though. I'll just it's back of my head, back of my
I
mind.
think it's normal to like gauge somebody before you really go
Exactly.
all in, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100.
It's just
100.
if you don't do that, then listen, where's your life heading to?
Oh my God.
Whoa, your life.
I wish your life was-
You have
Like,
to
can't be
able to
naive at the
see-
same time.
Yeah.
Like,
But okay, where do you find the balance in saying someone is new that comes into your life, right? Or just when they say into your life, you're now. Yeah, how do I say it? They come into your life,
Yeah.
And how do you find the balance of not being naive enough for this person to like f you up, and being like giving them the benefit of the doubt in terms of like, let me just let you prove yourself to me. Where's the balance in the middle of that?
for me, it's time. I
Yeah.
think like for the first while, I'm not. Anyway, I'm just
Yeah.
going. But like after a while, you have to let yourself be vulnerable and feel like you can't
Yeah.
be cold all the time.
Yeah.
It's the vibe they give you as well. Because, like, say that vulnerability thing, if they're sharing certain things in their life with you that you know is deep,
Yeah.
that's where okay, I can open up to this person.
Yeah.
But then again, there are some witches out there.
Bro.
Yep.
There are some witches
Bro.
out there.
Yep.
Bro.
And they will even lie.
That's what I'm saying. So someone can come up to you on a very like. Don't you think the evil people come up with the nicest vibes? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but do you know what? I want to believe I'm a very good judge of character.
yeah.
There's that as well.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because I feel like you can tell. Because a lot of times, when you look at people, a lot of people look at people in isolation. So I'll treat you based off how you treat me.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that's not wise. It's like, how do you treat people around you?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
what you mean, yeah.
It's like if you're treating people around you this way, at one point in time, I'm going to get this treatment from you.
Yeah.
And more times, probably the person is just faking with you.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's like I'm going to get the same treatment from you.
I check that a lot in relationships.
Fam.
You gotta check that. You gotta check that. How does she relate to? How does your partner relate to the parents, the siblings,
Fam,
and the
the
friends?
siblings is a big one.
Yeah,
Because do you know what will happen? The honeymoon phase will go.
Yeah.
And then you guys will become close and you become normal.
Yes, sir.
And then you just piss off for a day.
I
And
like
you
that
will-
word. Come like a rush.
Chill out.
You don't like that word?
Why do you say yes so like
Yes,
that?
so Abe.
You're a creep. Do you know what, yeah?
You're going to be one of them uncles in the party hall, just there.
I would. I don't mind.
Ife, you're getting big now.
I'm not big girl now.
I would say.
Yeah.
I would say you're like a big girl now.
You're not being rubbing her shoulder.
No, God forbid. That's privy. No. What I would do is I'd definitely be there, like obviously my big belly, and I'll just be dancing. Do you know what I mean? With the youths. I'll be youty, like.
You eat.
Dancing how?
You better be in isolation.
Well, I think with the youth, I'll be, I'll be doing my old school.
You be boogie
moves.
down.
Yeah, at that time I'll be doing short key. I'll be doing.
It's best just to sit down with your wife.
That's wise.
The kids will see you come say, "Oh, Uncle David."
I think they love me.
No,
No,
you, family, you not say, don't call me David, call me KD. I know you would.
That's what my friends used to call me back in the day.
I know you. And then his friend will not see him, goes, KD.
Oh, long time.
You know that more because they see each other, like, officer.
Chairman. Oh my God.
No, what was I even saying? Yeah, you have to check how they relate. It's very important. Especially, you mentioned siblings. They're the people as well that piss you off the most. Like
Nobody annoys you more than you.
exactly, they know how
my
to get
God.
under your skin. How do they relate with this person? Do they do these things where they ice the person out for a couple of weeks? Like, if she could do it to her siblings, she
Again,
could
I
do
start.
it to you,
Wait for
bro.
your turn.
Literally, wait in line because you've already joined this.
You know what I mean? So yeah, being a good judge of character is extremely important.
But
And
like,
that's
I
the
think
way to see.
you need to stop looking at people in isolation. It's just like, how do you treat everyone around you? Do you get me?
Sometimes you're not able to see all that though. You're not. Like, do you know what I mean? Sometimes you're
I
not
guess
able to see.
it depends on the type of relationship you're trying to build with the person.
Yeah.
If you are just friends and if they were to F you over, you wouldn't really care. Then fine.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Expect it. But if you're okay, I want us to be family. I want us to, enter a relationship. You have to be talking all the time. The way she just goes,
wish you were looking at you like this. Yeah.
it's like, I'm paying attention to you. Yeah.
Weird.
Nah, even what do you think about even? Let me even go here with men not being able to be as vulnerable, or not being able to like. So I was actually having this discussion one time, man. It was about what happened? There was something to do with black. I don't know if it was colorism, but it was something to do with black. No. I'm not even going there. I'm talking about.
That debate, eh?
No, it's not even a debate. I'm not even trying to go there. I'm talking about. I think it was something to do with maybe black women. I don't know what it was, anyways. Yeah, but it was this issue of women speaking out and doing their thing in terms of speaking out against injustice and stuff like that. Yeah, I think it was black women or darker skinned women, right? And then I was having a discussion as to why men don't speak out on things that they go through as well, but we almost internalize those things, and then it comes out in a different form. So we speak out in a different form. Do you get what I'm saying? So sometimes it's violence, sometimes it's, you know what I mean? It could be so many different things, but I'm trying to get to the bottom of when things hurt me, yeah, I don't usually, I don't know if it's the same with you lot. If things hurt you, are you the type of person that will speak out against it immediately, or are you the type of person that allows it to linger? Firmly, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like with guys, it's kind of like man
I
up
think
type of
even
thing.
me personally, I've been groomed to be the bigger person.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say? So I'll just take it in my shot and just like,
Yeah, so what's your perspective on that?
I agree. I do believe that if we're talking about like black women, I think black women definitely speak out for injustices against black men more than
Men.
they do themselves.
Yeah.
It is disappointing, to be honest, to see that.
Can I be honest? Do people actually want to hear it?
Of course. If let's just take something as broad as Black Lives Matter. Black women are the forefront of these like movements when it's mainly black men being killed
Yeah.
or those are the ones that we hear about anyway in the media.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
You're
you
right.
barely see, you do see black men. I'm not saying you don't, but
But
it's
majority-
is
There's
black
always majority
women.
women, that's
And
true.
it's frustrating again when it's black women's issues and the silence is very deafening.
Yeah.
It's
From the
very,
man.
it's very deafening. You
See, so and you know what? That's what I say. I think we can all admit that that's the case, right? I'm trying to get to why. Would it go back to men being the people telling men firm it all their lives, right? And I'm not saying women don't hear this as well. I'm just saying during the way it's like man up, shut up, like don't talk about your feelings.
Women hear, but it's not. You can't compare it
Yeah, to the man thing.
to how much a man would hear compared to a woman. If we're trying to go down that route, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I think black people in general are just told to suppress.
Yeah.
Period. Across all of us, suppress.
Yeah.
No one cares
And
about.
so that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so we're all told to suppress, but the woman's able to speak up for the man and the woman. And when it's only women's thing, she's not hearing anything from the man, right? And I think it was actually the conversation on Clubhouse that your girl was, me and her girl were going back and forth. And I was understanding that there's a frustration with the women because we're not speaking out for them. And we're not even speaking out for ourselves. I was like, yo, we don't even speak out for ourselves. So I'm thinking like, how could we get to a place where it's like, okay, yeah, we can speak out for ourselves as well as women. But I'm looking at the way I deal with stuff. It doesn't come out through like vocalizing my issue.
what
It
you
comes
mean.
out in a different way. Do you know what I mean?
I think why women might be more vocal is because we have to fight for ourselves a lot about, if we talk about patriarchy, misogyny, like women always have to have, stemming back to the feminist movement, we've always had to be vocal about things or else nothing changes.
Yeah.
I think black men, to be honest, because we can go back and forth about this on Clubhouse, they have ran this topic into the ground. Black men need to get together and start talking and cheering themselves up. I don't think black women in general now, this might not be everyone, are going to be fighting for you guys much longer if you guys have not given us even
A bit.
a tiny bit or even acknowledged the issues.
Even when like say now this, right? Because I'm not saying this, I'm not blaming this on whatever it is. Right? I'm saying even when a black man, sometimes what happens, right? A black man's saying, I post a picture of a black woman, right? Say black queen. So just he goes post a picture of Lupita, right? He goes black queen. We look.
like that.
Everyone's saying simp, pick me type of thing. I was like, it almost feels like this guy's not being genuine. He's always trying to like
He's overcompensating.
overcompensating. So how do you speak out or maybe appreciate a black woman without looking like you're overdoing it just so you can get them to be on your side in a sense?
Black queen. Like it's fake. It's superficial. If someone came up to you like and saying all this, trying to hype you up, and
Those are just Twitter
like,
words.
No, but it's true. I hear.
you're like, what are you saying, bro? No, what are you actually saying, though? Like
A
this,
black goddess or
black gods,
something.
Nubian queen, like
Nubian,
bro.
that's the word.
Wait, okay, how do you gas?
Because no,
a
imagine
a black queen.
No, imagine someone comes up to you and says, "Oh, black chocolate king."
Yeah, that would be pissed.
Like you're like, what are you saying, bro?
Mocha.
I hear it. Okay, but okay.
So what should you do?
How do I? Because I appreciate, like I have my own preference. Obviously, I love my track record has gone for, I've gone for dark skin girls, right? But that's not me trying to be like, oh my god, look at me, I'm the dark skin type of guy that the girl, what guy, what? You know what? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but how do I appreciate all black women without? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Without looking like overdoing it.
Okay.
Like I don't even post. I don't post women. Like I don't post people. My friend, I might post your picture, but I don't post. Like I won't just like post someone randomly. I won't tweet randomly like, oh my god, black women are just amazing. Do you know what I mean? It's not something that I would do naturally. So how does a black man appreciate a black woman or support a black woman without looking like a simp?
Do you know what? I've seen something. I'm so sorry. I've seen the thing of. I think the first thing we need to stop doing is ignoring the fact that the issues that they call out exist. Mm-hmm. No, and then as because I'm thinking back. No, I'm thinking back to a lot of things I've seen on socials. Yeah, you see a woman give a thread about a particular injustice, name what it is. Yeah, and majority of the comments underneath are black men. It goes, I think you might be over exaggerating. And do you get what I'm trying to say? Is like she really
perfect example was when like girls they don't feel safe walking home at night maybe, and bare guys were saying, "What you mean? I feel safe."
Yep.
Well, it's not you. It's not about you.
It's not about you.
I was walking. I took a walk yesterday. Yesterday, nighttime, right? And a white woman was walking past me, and I intentionally went so far away from her because I know the fear. Not that I know. I'm not like I felt the fear obviously from being in Thailand and stuff, but I know
The first she might have.
she might have.
The
So I
black guy,
just moved just quickly, just so I don't make her feel like, because it was only me and her on a long road. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of those things I don't know how men cannot understand that.
Like the thing is,
that's a reality for
what I
women.
will say is, like on the walking, like I was saying to Demi yesterday, literally, I was coming home.
Honorable
10
shout out to
p.m.
Demi. She's in the building.
My
Yeah,
God,
go on.
come on. But I was walking in town, and because it's lockdown, everything is really quiet.
Yeah, town is scary at night.
I was in town.
London town, right?
Wait, London. But anyway, I was walking, and a man literally looked at me, and he paused, and my heart started going 20. And when I say my AirPods, I turned them off straight away. I'm like, I'm not gonna be unaware of my senses right now.
Yeah.
And I stopped to let him pass me. He walked for a bit. He stopped again, and then I obviously had to speed past him. Guys, when I say I was doing, this is in town. This is not even on some next road.
Yeah.
Literally get to my bus stop, and I start being harassed by some junkie. And he's saying all this stuff about a white guy massacred, this and that, getting really in my face. And guys, I was so scared, and I was like, what is this? This is 10 p.m. in town, and I'm scared that this guy's gonna box me in the face if I say, if I'm firm and saying, leave me alone, get out of my face, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So those ones, that's just even a light one.
Yeah.
I think, going back to your question, how can we appreciate and support Black women?
Yeah.
Care about our issues, stop victim blaming. It's very frustrating to see Black women continuously talking about things people don't take it seriously. Even like Meg Thee Stallion, I'll always go back to this one. People are doing, I want to see both sides. I want to see. A Black woman has said, a Black woman has said someone shot her in the foot, someone who was her friend. What does she gain from lying?
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Yeah.
But as soon as that man dropped music, it was so shit. I was so embarrassed.
Yo,
I was so embarrassed.
Did you listen to the album?
No, why the hell would I listen to that man?
I know. I'm just asking. I was just thinking, like, because I haven't heard it
Why would I
myself.
listen to him? You haven't heard it?
No, I haven't heard
He
it.
dropped an album. Everyone's like, I just want to hear his story. They're posting his music saying, oh, this is a bop. I'm like, is everything okay? But when we talk about you don't protect Black women, they think we're joking. And they think that by being quiet or complacent on the issue, just because you aren't the one who shot her in the foot, that you're protecting Black women.
Okay, but I personally, so I agree. I agree with that, yeah. Men should support Black women more. And probably in those situations, there is less of the both sides because it's like, what does she have to gain? But I personally, I'm saying David and Tyler, I do not give a damn about Megan Thee
Oh
Stallion.
no, I'm just saying that's a very easy example
Yeah,
that
okay,
we all
okay,
know
yeah,
that happened.
yeah.
But my thing, with this whole, I think some Black men find it hard to believe that they're part of the issue.
Yeah.
They find it hard to understand that.
It's the guys with the comb overs, isn't it?
It's also the guys that they wear night tech. Anyway.
I don't wear night tech.
I wear the trousers. I'm only wearing the
But
trousers.
there's guys out there Black men out there a lot, because the way I've been hearing some opinions, but they find it hard to understand intersectionality. So the fact that we're women, so we're facing oppression and we are less privileged than you guys because we are women, and the fact that we're also facing racism.
Yeah. So there's two.
We're two in one.
Yeah.
They find it very hard to wrap their head around. They understand the racism, but they don't understand
But the
how
woman.
you as a man have privilege over me as a Black woman.
Yeah.
So when women come out, Black women come out and speak about things, instead of even, I don't know, the brain just off. I don't know what happens.
Yeah.
It's really crazy to me. It's straight away, it's victim blaming, straight away deflecting.
Yeah.
I'm like, well,
Would it? I agree. I'm with you. Would it make more sense? Would it even make sense if a Black man is now siding with a Black woman, right? He's now supporting a Black woman, but he's not supporting himself in these things. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I don't understand how supporting a Black woman wouldn't mean you're supporting.
I get it. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm saying, say a Black man gets killed by the police now, just an example, like George and Chenko or something, and I'm silent about it. But then something happens to a Black woman, maybe at work or something, and I'm vocal about it. Yeah, I'm saying I'm trying to get to more of the core thing, because I don't think that maybe it's ignorance. Like guys are just being ignorant altogether. Yeah, but I'm trying to point at the fact that if we don't care about ourselves, I don't think it's easier for us to care about Black women. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
You know, when you guys say supporting, what is supporting Black women? Like when you say being quiet on socials,
Yeah.
do you have to be vocal on socials to be supporting Black women?
I feel like that's the easiest way to, like, that's the first thing.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like, it's very easy to pick up your phone and
Retweet
spread
or
awareness
something.
about
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Or show support to a movement. It's very, very easy to do that.
Yeah.
I think that's even the first thing. And then I think actively in your life, if you see that, because I've been in situations when stuff has happened to me by Black men and people around did nothing.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's very easy for you to show.
Yeah, definitely.
Support, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just, and it's even in our community. I don't want to be
That's-
bringing up the same things over and over again, but certain people have been outed for things, but you can still keep them in your circles.
Yeah, they're still your boys, isn't it?
So
Yeah.
you're actively not supporting black women in your life, not even on socials. Let's leave socials.
Yeah.
In your life, you heard that your boy did something, you don't care, or he's your boy, or he couldn't
it's
have
a
done that
madness.
because he's my boy. Of course he didn't do that.
That one is a madness there as well. Because I know if any, because do you think it's techie?
I believe I don't think it's an easy situation. I'm
Yeah.
never gonna say, it's very easy to cut your friend off.
Immediately, yeah.
But if you claim to love black women, and that's the thing, people say because you date black women and because you're sexually attracted to black women doesn't mean that you
love
support
them.
black
Yeah,
women.
heard
by
it,
the
heard
way,
it, heard it,
you
heard
just
Now what though?
it's just testosterone. It's not, it's,
It's what
it's
you
just-
like. You like the
it's just
bomb.
what you like. You like the bomb. You just like them.
Yeah.
Like you're attracted to them. Doesn't
Okay.
mean that you care about them. Because if you genuinely through and through, but like I understand people. I don't even want to get into all this stuff, but like I just feel like if it's something as serious as an allegation and you don't feel a type of way, then please, just don't say it again. Don't say you support black women and don't pretend that you care because you don't.
So if so someone makes an allegation and I am silent about the issue completely, so I don't even maybe I go to my boy, I ask my boy, he tells me, bro, they're lying on me, but the allegation is on Twitter. What? Like I understand it to be like, God forbid, if that happened to any of you, it's a very serious allegation. Do you know what I mean? So it's not something that we just kind of like brush away, like, oh, bro, they're just chatting shit about you. You know what I mean? It's like, this is serious. But if my boy tells me he didn't do it, now I'm willing to be educated. I don't know what to do in that situation, and I don't know what to do in regards to this. Do I, because I support black women, do I X out my friend that told me he didn't do this, or do I support my friend because he told me he didn't do this?
And
You get what I'm trying to say?
And there's another issue as well with this for me is my perception of social media. I don't believe it's real life, and I don't treat it as such.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? If I have an issue with anyone, I see something that's crazy, I will call your phone and speak to you about it. Do you get me? So I think
I'm saying if I now you call my phone and I tell you it's not me, I didn't do this, right? Where do you find that balance again, or where do you find that?
I'll
I'm
ask
saying
her.
all the allegations on social media.
Right,
Let's use the situation on the list. Remember that list
Yeah.
situation happened?
Trigger warning, please.
Trigger
Oh,
warning.
sure, yeah, I forgot what.
So let's just say that we use that situation. If God forbid, one of us was on that list, how would you handle it?
That's what I'm trying to say. So if I call you and I say, "Why is your name on this list?" and you tell me, "No, fam, it wasn't that." So
I'm asking questions. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, no, say,
Of course, and the thing is, no one's asking you because that's your friend at the end of the
yeah,
day.
that's what I'm trying to
And
say. Yeah,
there's no way that you're gonna see your friend's name on the list and say, I'm not talking to this guy again.
Yeah,
Straight
yeah,
away,
yeah,
of course.
you're gonna
Absolutely.
talk to your boy, but you guys know, is he gonna own up to it? Who's gonna
Most
say
likely
yes,
not.
I did that?
Yeah.
Who's gonna say that?
most likely not.
Who's gonna say yes, I did that?
yeah, true.
And then why
Most
is
likely
your
not.
name on the list and my name is not on the list? So if they're really lying about you and they're concocting lies, why are they concocting lies about
About
you?
you, yeah, 100.
Who hates you so much?
Who hates
that-
you
that
so
would
much
just-
that they will put
Yeah,
your name on
yeah,
the
yeah,
list
yeah.
to say, stay away from this guy.
Yeah,
He did this to me.
yeah,
If he didn't do anything. Because I know several men that weren't on that list.
yeah.
So why is your name on the list?
Yeah, where's that guy's name? No,
And I've seen, it's so embarrassing. I'm seeing so many, like, the lie is not, you're saying, I don't know how am I on this list. Yet you remember the event. Because when they bring it up, it didn't even happen like that, man.
Yeah, it's
it
a
didn't even.
different event.
But you were there.
Yeah,
But you're, like, it's not making sense. And I understand it's not an easy thing to cut a friend off.
Yeah.
But if you are happy to be complacent and be labeled as a rape apologist, sorry for saying the word, I apologize to anyone.
what does that mean?
Apologist is somebody or an enabler. If you know that, God forbid, I know somebody that's done this to somebody, or he said he didn't do it, I'm sticking around with him, he's still my boy, he's still this.
You're enabling.
You're an enabler of his behavior.
There's a lot of that still.
A lot.
Fam, I remember when that situation happened, there was literally a party that weekend.
In it.
And literally everyone was just chilling
Everyone
with
was
boys
just
and that were on the list. I was just like,
Yeah, it's a bit mad still.
Yep.
It's a bit mad.
because do you know, I feel sometimes though as well, I think in the grand scheme of things, no one really does anything about those situations.
Yeah,
In terms of, because they're accepted by other women as well as
Yep.
men as well.
And women, and not to say it's all women can enable the behavior as
Yeah.
well. You see, even in the media, some people they protect their husbands, they protect their brothers that have been alleged.
Doing these things,
They might
yeah,
have
yeah,
done
yeah.
something themselves. I'm not saying it's only, but you do see it a lot more with men because the
No,
stats
100%,
show
yeah,
that
definitely. It's
women.
a lot more women.
And I just find it hard. I don't know how people can see like such a statistic. Oh, English,
It's a
yeah,
statistic
that came out. I said what 98%, wasn't it,
of women, have
women in
done
the
this.
UK?
Yeah.
And yet you cannot wrap your head around that you, in your group of 10 boys, not one of them,
Yeah.
nobody knows a rapist.
Yeah.
We all know somebody who has been assaulted, though. Does it make sense?
Yeah. Wait, are the guys saying that they don't know rapists?
Oh, people they always
I
say
know- I
they're saying
know
oh they're saying
rapists.
that
I
they're
know
saying the
rapists.
boy didn't do it, so you don't know it. You don't know one. Do you see what I mean? But like
Like,
speaking,
yeah, it makes no sense.
It doesn't make any
If
sense.
98% of women in the UK
Yeah.
have been,
So
You
one
have
of
to-
one of
you have to know-
one of
you
the
have to-
boys.
you
one
have
of
to-
you,
you know
know
someone.
I hear it. I was even saying this. I said this a while ago, right? I think humans get to this. You know that the whole story of whatever happened to your sister, your mom. Is that when you start caring? Right? I know, and I understand the frustration in that as well. It doesn't have to be your sister, your mom.
why can't you be a human being?
Human
You
being,
understand?
right? And I was saying, I think I was having this discussion as well. I was saying, like, if I was to be very, very honest, yeah, supporting black women, supporting women might be just more of a thing here for a lot of men because we just care about the immediate people. That's why sometimes when they say if it happens to your mom, you now get the perspective of, oh, this is a bad thing. Do you get what I'm saying? It's one of those things like, God forbid, you know when you see like bad things happen in America, it's like, oh, Jesus, it's a bad thing. But God forbid,
but once it happens closer to home,
close to home, you're like, whoa. And then you care about it more.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's one of those things where like, I was saying like, how do you get people to not only care about the family? Because I personally, myself, I give a damn about everybody in my close circle. Do you know what I mean?
I think it comes to how you were raised.
To give a damn about everybody else.
I think also if you educate yourself on it, because I feel like if you read up on some of the situations and stats around it, there's no way that you won't genuinely build a sort of care for the issue, if that makes sense. Unless you're maybe somebody who's just lacks empathy. But like,
I get that. Yeah, like it's like I was watching, Amend on Netflix. It's just literally about the 14th Amendment in America.
What was the 14th Amendment?
Just everyone being treated as an equal citizen, right? So
Okay.
this is obviously the black, just slavery and stuff like that. And I'm watching it, I'm looking at the brutality, and I'm thinking, nah, this is mad. Yeah, I'm genuinely like, oh, geez, this is crazy. Whatever happened to the slaves and stuff like that was crazy. And what is even still happening right now is mad, yeah? But I still feel distant from that issue.
but that's because that's ages ago as well. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not like obviously we're still seeing the results of slavery,
Yeah.
and, like systemic racism. Like you're seeing like just even the way.
Oh yeah, there's no
People
systemic racism in the UK.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Sorry for trying
No,
that.
that's
It's
that
such a
really
ridiculous.
that really annoyed me.
Sorry
Apparently,
today.
they said that UK is the most
It's a model country.
Model country
Yeah,
for
everyone should follow the UK. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
ridiculous. Yeah.
The government,
Yeah,
the government,
they told themselves.
they investigated themselves.
I said we are good.
So we're not racist now.
They said, fam, they said, you know what? Look, we are good. It's not, all that you say didn't happen. It didn't happen.
Like
Sorry, I cut you off there.
I can't remember what I was saying.
Or just like how to care about the world, or maybe more how to not only be focused on your family and your friends, your immediate community, how to care more about your race, your the opposite sex, and just equality in general. How do I get myself to be in a place where I care about it? No, you know why I say I care? Because care is different from. I think caring and maybe even putting effort into it is different from being empathetic. Maybe, do you know what I mean? Like I could feel sorry for somebody who did like something bad happened to them, but I might
But
not.
that's temporary.
Yeah, I might not like.
It's like,
I
oh,
might not
I'm so
go
sad
on
that
Twitter
happened
and be
to
like,
you.
"Oh my god, I'm so outraged." You know what I mean? I just be like,
Yeah.
"Oh Jesus."
Are
this
you
is terrible."
talking about caring about like certain issues or all issues?
Maybe certain issues because I don't.
Issues that I guess that would affect
I don't think you can care about all issues.
No, you
Yeah.
can't. You
I
can't.
can't care about all issues.
but it's,
I guess the issues that would be closest to home for you, I guess, could be a thing.
yeah.
like
Yeah.
for example, the killing Asians.
Yeah.
Should you? I felt bad
Yeah.
because obviously we can relate. We're black. They killed us. They're killing you.
Yeah.
I felt bad, but I didn't really like.
It didn't hit home the same way.
Yeah.
I can agree with that, to be honest,
Yeah.
because definitely the Black Lives Matter movement, like even though the world only figured out that it was a thing last summer or something,
Yo, there was a match back in the time in Ireland, you know.
they've been
Yeah,
Black Lives Matter has been a movement.
Yeah, yeah.
But even that, like, just even seeing George Floyd, like, I was like, that could be my dad. Like, if I lived in America, it's all a matter of location. Like,
Facts.
that could be anyone. So that hit home for me.
Yeah.
Because
And
he's
it
a
always
black
does.
man.
It always
does,
does.
It always does.
Yeah.
From when Ahmaud Arbery was just
Remember
jogging.
we were saying that.
I was like, I could be
Was
going
mad.
for. I could have been jogging myself. Do you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Like it's always easy to empathize with someone that I guess has a face that
Yeah.
you could have.
Breonna Taylor in her own home.
Yeah.
That one
In
was
our own
crazy.
That
Home?
other girl as well that was so vocal about as well. I can't remember her name.
Toyin Salu.
Yeah.
Her story, she's Nigerian
That
as well,
was
so her
mad.
one was heartbreaking. And it was by a black man as well, which was even
Really?
Oh, for real?
yes. I don't want to get into the story.
Yeah.
Whoever's listening, just Google it. But
It's crazy.
I actually didn't know that.
and she was out
She was so
protesting
vocal, yeah.
for Black lives. Her life was taken by a black man.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
That's
It is a bit
it's the
crazy.
type. This why it's why I feel
And that's
women
one.
are so angry.
Sorry to cut you off there. That's one thing that I've been, because I can't like, I'm not gonna come around and say like I'm perfect and I've always had this mindset. I think it's okay to admit that you were once ignorant and now you've educated yourself. You know more, and I'm getting to a place where I'm understanding that. Okay, see, a woman's going through something or a black woman's going through something. I may not go through the same thing, but for me to ever discredit the black woman, it makes I can imagine the frustration, how deep it runs, because it's like, yo, your own people, the men are supposed to be protecting you, are now pushing, saying like victim blaming, isn't it? You know what I mean? And that's where I can admit, like, I was very ignorant to those things before. Like, I was more like, yeah, when we all dying, like we're all going through a tough time. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
and it's like Oppression Olympics. Like no one's
Yeah.
taking away the fact that you're
Yeah.
a black man and you have struggles as well. Your struggles
Yeah.
are different from mine,
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
That doesn't make mine any less valid. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
So it's a mess up.
That's what I'm saying. I think
Like,
it
it's
is.
a big mess.
That's the problem when black women bring up their issues. That's when we feel the need to now say, "Oh, but we're going through this as
Exactly.
well." So do we really like want to
It's-
fix it?
and
We're
that's-
just deflecting, like you said before.
Yep.
See what you just said there, yeah. Do you know where I learned all these things from? It's from relationship. So it wasn't even like so much caring about the issues, social issues, social issues. It was more caring about how I made my partner feel, and I was being ignorant to how I made her feel, because I feel like this. No, but this is what I intended it to be, and I wasn't clocking that. Yo, regardless of what you intended it to be, or regardless of what she feels this way.
And you didn't bring how you felt up. Now you're taking-
Until
That's like,
now.
do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So it's like, how insensitive is that to bring those things up then? You know what I mean? It's okay, understand that this person's going through something right now. Let's deal with what they're going through right
And
now.
then we'll have a conversation.
We'll have a conversation about me later. you know what I mean? That can happen again.
And I find it mad, like even victim blaming, deflecting. The worst one is gaslighting. They act like you're pulling this from from the sky.
Yeah, that's like problem.
Let me just lie and it's crazy when I'm from Ireland, okay, calm. Let's say I hop on Clubhouse. My experience is aligning with a babe in the UK, aligning with a babe in America.
Yeah.
All of us black women were saying the same thing.
Yeah.
But we are lying. We have a forum where we put together the lie.
The group chat,
What
massive
that
world group
clubhouse
chat.
thing? I think, do you remember when they whipped them Irish boys?
Yeah.
And
As rightly so.
Wait, what happened?
remember they went on, a couple Irish boys start yapping away.
Yapping, that's exactly what they were doing.
English babes caught them, brought them on stage.
And they
were
flogged
doing
them.
well.
They flogged them.
But I did there was best story.
Yeah.
Whiffity.
Was it the Irish boys or the UK boys?
It was Irish boys.
What
And
the-
this,
that
oh,
they
the
made
UK boys have been doing their own. They're not any better.
Apparently, some guy came on and said he's gonna like he beat up a girl and he was.
Well, he was
bragging
saying
about
it.
it.
Very happy
That's
to
mad.
say it.
That was mad.
Very proud to say it.
That
and
was mad. How can you just say that on
my
the?
day.
Was he just said he beat her and he said
Yeah, I said, oh,
Yeah.
is it?
He expected everyone to laugh, but then there was
Silence.
Nah. But yeah, they flogged those Irish boys. That was rightfully so. I believe in flogging. I do believe in it.
is that the best way to teach?
Oh, but the thing is, this is the teaching
don't want
thing
to be-
again.
they don't want to be
We're not
taught.
teaching you.
We're not teaching you. Yeah,
Flogging
Because it's
now.
the same internet. There's kids that I
Yeah.
teach that are more aware of social issues.
yeah.
So why am I telling a 20-something-year-old man about something that's happening with black women?
No, okay. So maybe teaching is the wrong word. Is flogging the right method for what the person that just did?
Oh, flogging is not the right method, but if you're out here acting crazy,
Don't
when they
be
drag you by
surprised.
they drag you by your singlet, you don't have to be upset.
I was still a little bare singlet.
When
as well.
they tear your
Bare.
singlet, you can't act upset. Like
Yeah.
you're saying rubbish
It was
with
like-
your chest.
Yeah.
You're saying nonsense.
Yeah, it's like that Derek Jackson thing I was saying last week. That's like, yo, don't be surprised. Like, it's warranted. Like you're
But
going
that's
to.
what. See, the thing about that Derek Jackson situation that pisses me off the most, yeah, it's like his wife is getting flogged and she didn't do anything.
Yeah, she just got cheated on.
I'm wearing the hem. You see a bonnet?
It's a hem of salvation, bro.
Nah, it's different,
No,
man.
it's
I hear
serious,
it.
man.
No, I hear it big time.